planting so you are planting so many seeds. You've already planted so many seeds. Like, just nurture those relationships, keep following up with those people because seriously, the fortune is in the follow up. Like, if that is one thing I can tell you, like, the only reason I'm here is because I never stopped sharing. I never stopped following up. Like, that's it. Like, if I go back to my initial list of 100 people that I knew needed this for their health or I knew needed this for the income, like a lot of them have joined me over the years because I kept revisiting those conversations. Brittany Raup was one of the people on my first list of 100, and she was one of my very first customers. So it's it's amazing. Like, God can really use your faithfulness if you keep following up, keep having those conversations. I think you just have to make this a job. Like, you just have to clock in every day if you're serious about this. And set office hours, send messages for 15 solid minutes, like set a timer if you need to. But like, just take this seriously if you want to go to the top.
Yeah. And that's it's so true. And I'm sure y'all have heard this before, if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. And what I what I mean, I realized it years ago, but it took me a little while to realize it. Um, will everybody do Plexus? No. Um, can everybody do Plexus? Yes, I do. I believe that they can. Um, I believe that some people and all of us, we have things that we can improve on, that areas that we can grow in, and skill sets that we can learn. But what's so awesome about what we do, it's not about your personality. It's not about any level of talent or education that you have. Um, it's it's about skill set, and skill set in this business can be learned by anyone. Anyone can learn how to be a network marketer, and it's not hard. It's really not hard. You just talk to people, open your freaking mouth and talk to people and message people. um is it a little awkward maybe sometimes? Is it a little scary maybe sometimes? Yeah, but did you die? No. Are you gonna die? Probably. Well, we're all gonna die one day, but are you gonna die from sending a scary message? No. No. Worst, like worst case scenario is like somebody blocks you or something. But still, but did you die? No. And I really truly believe the only way that somebody is truly gonna fail in this business is if they give up on their self and they quit. I think what was it last month? Um, don't know who it is, but I heard people talking about her. Can't even remember her name. That just goes to show where my brain's at. I don't know how I'm successful at Plexus because I show up. I guess I can't remember nothing. But listen, this girl had done Plexus for 9 years, and almost 10 years in, she went diamond. Imagine if she would have gave up after 5. Imagine if she would have gave up after 6 or 7 or on her 8th year, been like, okay, I've been doing this 8 years. It's just not working. I'm just going to give up. Just like, I'm just, whatever. I'm done. No, she hung in there like a hair in a biscuit. And on year 9.5, she went diamond. Okay. Was it worth it? You daggum right. It was worth it. So that's my top tip for the day. Just don't stop. Don't stop. You know what to do. Show up, message people, follow up with people, and don't forget about your current customers. Let's have good retention. Make sure that we're not just always trying to get somebody new. Pay attention and love on the people that have already said yes to you and that's already trusted you. And taking the Plexus leap. And I say that because I have to say that to myself. I forget about my loyals, my current customers. I forget about them sometimes because I take them for granted. Not gonna lie, I take them for granted because I know I know they're going to show up. I know they're going to order every month. I'm not worried about them. They're good. I need to get some new people. I need to, you know what I mean? So, um, love on the people that already trust you, because that's your retention, and retention is money. Okay. That's also going to keep your business stable. And
Actually, Connie, can I add something to that?
100%, let's go.
Okay, so Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up. I would encourage you to send your current customers like a small gift, like maybe a Christmas ornament with an initial on it, or just a Thanksgiving card saying how thankful you are for them. Something of that nature to just show them how much you appreciate them, even if sometimes you do forget about them.
I
So,
love that. And that's such a good idea. And like physically get a letter and put it in the mail, because I
mhm.
don't know, but like the only letters I get in the mail is I've received some from uplines and stuff like that. But my great aunt Lunita, she has sent a letter to probably everybody in this town. And like every year on my birthday and at Christmas, I know that I'm gonna get a letter from Aunt Lunita. And I love it. I love opening up that little letter. It's just so special. So imagine, like, that's good customer care. Like, it's so thoughtful. And for somebody to go to their mailbox and open up a letter and, feel appreciated and seen. I love that. I love that, Amber. And I'm honestly going to make a note to like do that 3 times a year. Like 3 times a year, send a letter to my customer. You know, I love it. Okay. Um, well, do you have anything else?
Yes, actually, I was thinking, Keith Callahan talks a lot about this too, but basically, momentum is everything. And when you have momentum, don't don't talk yourself into thinking that like you're exhausted or you're overwhelmed or you're working your business too much. Like you need to ride that momentum. If your team is in momentum, you don't want to be the one taking your foot off the gas. Um, like if they get tired or they get burnout, like that's okay. But don't you let yourself make excuses and say, oh, I'm not spending enough family time or whatever. Take the weekend off. Don't take your foot off the gas for a month saying you're exhausted, you're burnout, and that kind of thing. Take your foot off the gas for the weekend, unplug for the weekend, spend time with your family, and then plug back in because that momentum does not stay if your head isn't in the game, it won't stick around. So anyway, being in this business for over 7 years, I've seen it, and don't make that mistake. If your team is in momentum, you got to keep your head in the game and just take a day or a weekend off. Don't say, oh, I'm going to take it easy this month, because you might never get that momentum back for like the rest of the year. So if I could encourage you in one area is don't let the momentum go by.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, when a team is in momentum, ride it. Ride it like a roller coaster and just keep going. Don't get off. I love it. Okay. Well, I love you guys. And I hope y'all have the best Thursday. Okay. Y'all go out there and kill it. Go kill it. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.